join us today, we are Splat, silly people loitering about theatres. When we see an empty stage, we fill it. Now you've joined us today for a lovely, well-filled, Agnes, well-filled.
Sort of wish I were taller.
You've joined us for a very silly tale today, a tale of Noah and the Ark. Now, as you all know, here in the Renaissance, we love to tell tales from the Bible, but we might not tell it exactly as you remember it. On this particular telling, we ask the question, if Noah didn't have a rudder, and he didn't have a sail, and he didn't have any oars, and he didn't have a way to steer, what was he really the captain of, and what was he doing that whole time? Yes?
The hokey pokey?
Could have been that.
Carving miniature arks that he could sell to tourists afterwards.
Quite possibly. Very good. Then sit back, relax, and let's have a good giggle over Noah and the Ark!
Once upon a time there was a man who was asked to build a great ship, an ark, by the Lord God himself, and to gather unto it 2 of every kind of animal. So he did, though his lady wife was less than willing to join him, until he told her it was a lovely cruise around the Mediterranean, which was kind of almost true-ish. But quiet now, 'tis the captain himself, Noah of
Thank you, yes. I be Noah, just had beard. Lords and ladies, 2 by 2 they were loaded, but 1 by 1 they unloaded.
'Tis he who was forewarned of the rain.
'Tis true.
'Tis he who built this boat upon which we live.
Also true.
'Tis he who cleans up the poop deck.
On this ark, every deck is a poop deck. But I happily do the work of the Lord.
Please attend to thy lady wife once thou hast finished thy duties.
Duties!
Cabin boy! Where's the cabin boy?
Oh, gag me on grog. Lady wife, I must confess to thee, this be not a pleasure cruise. The Lord God has made his wrath plain, and we be the only survivors chosen for a greater purpose.
What does thou mean this is not a pleasure cruise?
Did I say it was not a pleasure cruise? I meant only that for thee it is a pleasure cruise. It's just that, as the captain, of course, I have a few teensy responsibilities.
Well, I suppose I can live with that. As long as we get to spend some quality time together.
Yes, sir. I know not if I can manage 40 days of this kind of cruise.
Even he has it, man. We giraffes at the bunking with the lions. We have to sleep in ships.
Wife, didst thou hear something?
I hear nothing but the beating of our hearts. And the incessant mating call of those unicorns. Who does bring unicorns on a cruise anyway?
Verily, that sound I heard then must have been the Lord God speaking to me. It's strange, usually when he does speak, he be accompanied by some sort of flaming shrubbery, but I shall have to listen harder next time.
Noah!
Of course, he will have to speak very loudly indeed to be heard over her.
Noah! I know the Lord has asked thee to attend all thy animals, but thy lady wife needs thy attention now.
What dost thou speak, woman?
I'm sick of the sea.
Bored already? We've only been adrift a few hours. We shall have 40 days and 40 nights left.
No, I'm sick of the sea. I have seasickness.
You're strangely naked.
False alarm. You summon your beard.
Thanks a lot. Well, you'd best find your sea legs. We shall be adrift for quite some time.
Woe is me. I must have air.
Ah, yes. Some fresh air will surely do thee good.
Ooh, the stench of these animals overtakes me.
Mom does not smell us of roses and cookies either.
Is that you, Lord?
Zoons, I think the old man can hear me.
Fear thee? No, I know thee to be a kind and gentle master. Well, except for this flood which has exterminated the rest of humanity, but, c'est la vie.
I have to tell the others.
Lord, speakest not thy tidings in whispers, but speakest them in thy loudest tones.
Noah!
Oh,
Stop the converses with the voices in thy head and open the window!
my apologies, wife. I was distracted. Oh, this window be stuck.
Now the windows be stuck! What sort of cruise be this anyway?
That be the best I could build.
Was impossible to get him to redecorate the privy at home. Suddenly has the skills to build a boat.
The privy be underwater now with the rest of the house.
I told you we needed a floor drain.
A floor drain would help us not. This be a rain of biblical proportions. Someday. Oh, there it be.
Has it stopped raining yet?
I told you the Lord said 40 days and 40 nights of rain.
40 days and 40 nights of rain? Some time to pick for a cruise. But look anyway, perhaps I was misinformed.
Misinformed? My God!
Oh, he doesn't know everything.
So it does, actually. Very well. Still raining.
Very well. I suppose I shall take a nap. Perhaps when I wake up it'll stop raining and I can start enjoying this cruise.
Oh, sometimes seem to be as thick as an oak tree.
Did thou say something?
Only that I be so lucky to have thee.
Oh, that's sweet. Loveth thee.
Yes, loveth thee. Oh, friggin' dung stepping. Buildeth a boat, he says. Gather the animals, he says. 'Twill be like a second honeymoon, he says. But I remember not stepping in so much. Sorry, Lord, I did forget my place.
I be telling me the old man be able to hear us. Here, watch.
Noah, canst thou hear me?
Yes, Lord, I can hear you. Thank you for speaking up.
If thou truly listens, Noah, thou canst hear me always.
Of course, Lord, of course.
Canst thou hear me now?
Yes, Lord.
Canst thou hear me now?
Yes, Lord.
Canst thou hear me now?
Yes, Lord.
Canst thou hear me?
Oh, Giraffe, stop thy silly teasing and let us use this opportunity to do us some good. Let me try.
Lord.